This is a clip from a recent Pops live stream or video. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss the next one.
Okay, I want to talk about Ford v Ferrari, Ford versus Ferrari, which is, in my opinion, the best film of 2019. I'm still in shock of how great this film is. It is a biography that I don't know that it was even really billed as the biography that it is. It always just felt like it was being promoted as just an action film and not really what it become, and which is just incredibly well executed performances and reenactments and all the stuff that you really want. I just really impressed. I really was. It was one of those things that I didn't really go out and see right away. I had heard good things about it. James Mangold delivers a great send up against other stuff, but Parasite wins Best Picture, and I did a video on Parasite, and hopefully I can remember to put a link in the description, but Google it. I was not nearly as impressed with Parasite, which I didn't see until recently, but this one, Matt Damon, Christian Bale, John Bernthal, I don't know what to say. This was just a phenomenal film.
On November 15th,
Together, we're gonna make history.
experience the ride that critics are calling big screen movie making at its best.
You ready? Hit it. Attaboy.
Christian Bale and Matt Damon soar
Look at this now!
in one of the year's best films. Ford versus Ferrari, rated PG-13.
Right? You're seeing Christian Bale's character try to figure out how to lean into who he is as a person, Ken Miles, the race driver, and be a decent dad and make some money for his family. But he's also just like a savant when it comes to cars. And he's caught himself caught up in the middle of this war between Ferrari and Ford over winning the Le Mans. But I love these scenes. I love these shots. Inside look at the factories of the time, and you have, here's Bernthal, Lee Iacocca, and then you have Matt Damon playing Carroll Shelby. Now, all these people were icons, and it is interesting how it didn't feel like they were like casting as big as shadows as you would expect. I mean, Shelby is a massive icon in the auto industry. He obviously won the Le Mans himself. He's an auto driver, auto designer, just a builder, creator. He's incredible. Lee Iacocca, of course, goes on to be famous and iconic in business. But I think it's the fact that they didn't really try to do anything to outshine one another. They just have a great script, and they're there and they just execute everything in just a perfect way. And the humor is always like subtle stuff in the background, always like little things. I do love the fact that they step over each other's toes and they have no problem just literally just punching them in the face. Like, it was such a great moment. I know the first time I saw that, it definitely got me to laugh out loud. I did not expect that. So I know there's books that were written. Carroll Shelby wrote a book, and I'm sure talked about some of this type of stuff that is covered in the film or not. I love the fact that we move from race to race very quickly in a very smooth way to understand that they have to constantly find ways to make changes and adjustments to the car. They're trying to tweak this, they're trying to tweak that. Can we do this? And then, of course, the biggest hurdle is that these brakes are overheating. You lose control of the car. So can they legally, technically replace the whole brake system fast enough? It's fantastic. And then again, at the end of the day, we don't talk enough about the Ferrari side because it is kind of glossed over, because there's this buyout deal with their finances and all that. It's all treated kind of cloak and dagger. And then Iacocca is involved and it kind of goes sideways. And that fuels the animosity between the two companies and these two leaders. And I got to be honest, it was enough of that without ever becoming the kind of thing that overtakes the whole story. Like, I feel we get enough of the historical context without ever having to like go and do a bunch of homework or not follow along. No, he does a great job with the story. Got to be honest, the moments where we're actually out in the rain, we're behind the wheel of the races, man, it's just beautifully done. It's just epically done. Truly a spectacular film. I don't know what to say.
Get some scotch tape and a ball of wool.
What are they doing? Making your car faster.
That critics are calling big screen movie making at its best.
I'm going to lean into a 4.5 out of 5, and I may be even being harsh. That may not even be fair. It may be a perfect film. It may be, I don't know what I can change is my problem. Like, I don't know. It feels like the sequence of things get a little confusing maybe for a normie. Like, it is a little, like, I think it's on my like 4th or 5th watch now. So I do kind of understand that he's won this race and he won. I think the problem is the first one that he wins, the Daytona one. And then when I don't think you understand how significant some of those victories are. We only keep talking about the Le Mans over and over and over again. So when we get to the final race and he would have basically won the triple derby of this type of racing, it doesn't feel like that because it doesn't feel like the other two had some emphasis that they deserved. They felt like they were sacrificed at the altar of getting Ken behind the wheel for the Le Mans, not actually standing on their own as these incredible achievements. So if there's a little bit of criticism, I guess it could come from that a little bit, but it's got all the thrills that you want. It has all the history that you want. Everything is compelling. The performances, I think, are great. I don't know how Parasite wins over this film. I don't have any desire to sit through Parasite again. I think the social commentary that they're going for Parasite, that fork goes 2 or 3 different ways, and it's not nearly as solid as people think it is. And when you start to punch holes in that, yeah, this is not a film you can punch holes in. This is a film that has a great character arcs, great story journeys, and just a tragic, I won't say a tragic end. I hate to be a spoiler, but it's just done perfectly because it's like, it could have just been one of those things where they put up on screen, but it didn't give you the weight. You needed to experience it through the son's eyes and what was actually going to happen. And oh man, it kicks you, hits you so hard. Super solid film. Super solid film. Check out Ford v Ferrari. Check it out if you've never seen it. Great film.
Together, we're gonna make history.
On November 15th,
We're gonna beat Ferrari.
Are you nuts?
Ford versus Ferrari is a triumph. Christian Bale and Matt Damon soar.
Trust me. Look at this now!
It's big screen movie making at its best.
Yeah, baby!
Ford versus Ferrari.
Tell me about the race.
Rated PG-13. Tickets available now.
For true